Right guys, so today you join me on the famous canal, which is the Stainey, on this stretch here at Thorne. Lovely canal, my favourite winter venue by far. Always loads of fish to be caught. Today I'm going to show you how to catch some of the quality fish here. So we're fishing, I've literally brought with me hemp and casters. So I'm going to fish hemp, see if we can catch some quality roach and casters, a bit of everything. If we're lucky we might even catch one of my favourite fish, the elusive tench. There's a few that swim around in this section, not always easy to catch, but every now and then you might be able to winkle one out. Let's see how we get on. So I've just plumbed my swim, as you've just seen. To the left I'm fishing with hemp, and to the right I'm fishing with casters, so 10-2 and 10 past. With my hemp I want it just touching bottom, just so the hemp settles and touches the bottom where the fish are more likely to pick it up. Whereas with casters I want to keep it a bit more still, a bit steady, so I can hold on to it. So I've got 2 to 3 inch on bottom there, so when the caster settles it'll be laying on the bottom rather than just touching it. I think this is important for presenting to bigger fish. They like a more static bait, whereas your roach and your rudd, they like it more as it's moving through the water. As you'll see by my shotting pattern, that's what I aim to minute. So I've got a tapered bulk here. So it starts off with the shots, number 10s, closer together, and they spread out the further they get. This gets the bait down to the bottom, and then just that last third tapers your bait down to the bottom to where it's going to rest. To this I've got a 9 slick elastic. 9 might seem a bit powerful, but it's quite soft on the strike, but powers up when you need it to. There is some bigger fish in here, so we have got chance of catching tench, skimmers, bream, some big perch. So I don't want to lose them fish. There is some lilies about, so I'd be a bit gutted if I were to lose a bigger fish because my elastic won't up to the job. If they want them lilies and snags around, I would aim to fish like a 7. 7's a lot softer and they can run a bit more, but I just want to stop them running into the snags at the moment. This is a quick with a 4x14 chanty, probably the best canal float that there's ever been. It's famous for years and years. This is a, like I say, 4x14, nice visible bristle, dots down to next to nothing. Any little indication you see and fish is on. That's the rig. Let's go catch a few fish. So to start off my session, I'm going to feed roughly, I don't know what's there, a couple of 100 casters, if that. Not many at all. It bottom at pot, as you can see, spin that round. Not many at all, but that's enough just to start off your swim and play it from there. Fish it out until you stop getting bites, then I'd feed the same amount. You line up with your far bank marker, tip it over, and then just sprinkle them in. There we go. So as you can see now, I've caught a couple of fish running. There's a few fish there, but none of the quality stamp fish that we're after yet. I'm going to give it a couple more goes, and if the quality of fish don't improve, I'm just then going to feed the same amount as what you saw me feed at the start. I'll feed that amount again, just see if we can draw any bigger fish into the area. I thought I'd start with a few smaller fish like this, it's normal, but I do want to catch some better quality fish. You can see I'm always feeding me a bit of hemp over the top as well, priming that line for later. Catch a couple more of these and then I'll refeed. Oh, oh, oh! There's a pipe behind it then. They do scare me, the pipe, but on this canal there's a lot of them in it and they do often take your fish. You've just got to be quite quick. I saw that one behind it because the water's quite clear and they always make me jump. You're quite lucky I didn't say any swear words then. Catch one more and then I'll refeed. My heart's still going. do think before the end of today we will probably hook a pike. It's not often you go a full session on here without having a bit of bother from them. You just try to be as quick as you can getting them in, but they can't always be avoided. Little lift bite then. See if we can get this one in without Mr. Pike grabbing it. Perch. They're not bad stamp fish, but we are looking for fish that are a bit bigger. Line up with your far bank marker, tip it over and then just sprinkle them in. There we go. As you can see, I've literally just potted in some more casters. So we're catching quite a few of the smaller fish. And as a result, first chuck over it, there's a nice little skimmer. Hopefully there's plenty more where that one came from. There's some more quality fish to catch on these casters. So I believe we may have just hooked into a tench. Just literally repotted them casters in. As you see, and I've had a skimmer. And I was literally just about to top up because I'd had a couple of smaller fish, and then this fish has come along. I believe it's a tench. Might make me out to be a liar now, but it's obviously a lot better stamp fish. You can see the 9 Jura slip doing the business. Lovely elastic for this. There he is, nice lovely sinker. Oh, he didn't like the net. Be careful because there's a bit of weed down here, but it looks like he's under control. Take your time and he'll come in. Lovely fish, look at them, clear water. Is there any fish better to catch in a canal like this? I love these fish, I do. In there, see if I can hold him up for you guys. You can see we haven't fed loads of bait, just kept little bits trickling in. I've only fed it twice so far. See if I can get him hook out. It's still quite lively. There we go, caught on a nice little 16 N20. 010 to 013 power. Don't need anything too big, as long as it's all balanced. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'll do my best to hold him up for you. It's still a bit lively, but look at that. Lovely looking fish. Pop him in there and hopefully go out and get some more. Woohoo! So I just started catching a few smaller fish, some perch and like a little pommy. This is a good indication that I think all my bait has gone. Obviously this is just what I think, there's no hard or fast rules about this. But I was catching some quality roach and pommies and the odd bigger fish, and now these seem to have gone, the last couple of fish. So I think now is as good a time as any to top up. Literally I'm going to top up that amount again. So not loads of bait, just enough to pull the fish back in, the ones that have just nipped off to the sides. Yeah, this is the same on any venue, canal, river. You're catching a decent stamped fish and they seem to dwindle away and you get a few smaller fish like smaller perch and etc. moving in. These usually are like the scavenger fish, so they come in looking for whatever's left. When you catch a couple of them, it's normally a good indication that there's not much bait left and time to put a few in. So just line up with your far bank marker. Tap the poles so the ones that are stuck to the side of the pot come out, and hopefully the larger fish will see them falling through the water and come back into the swim ready for me to nail. So looks like it's going to be pike 1, Kaylee 1. Nothing you can do about them. Shot up out of the deeps. Oh, there we go. Got me perch back. 2-1, 2-0, sorry. We're under control now, we're alright. Nice quality skimmer. There we go. There is sort of fish that we want. Look at that. Lovely fish from any venue, that. Nicely hooked in the top lip. Spin in. Woohoo! Let's go ahead and get in on it. Make sure you clean any slime that's on your line. It's not very nice to keep that on. I think it puts fish off a little bit. Single caster. And away we go again. Quite a lot of weed that's dying off and floating around. Let's try and avoid that when putting the rig in. There we go, it's nice and settled now. Just waiting for a little dink on the float. There we go, nice little dink. Big shot. Fish. What a difference, eh? So I think we have hooked into our second tinker, I believe. Really nice elastic for these sides fishes, this. Keep a bit of pressure on it, keep him coming. What is it? Is it tench anyway? Oh, no, perch. Look at that. Lovely fish that is. Size of this beast. They swore it were a tench then. But when they look as nice as this, Look at that. Really bothered. That. Quality fish. A nice surprise. See if there's any more fish out there. Just had a run of better quality roach on this rig, and then he's come along, so let's go see if there's any more bigger fish out there. Do fight hard for the size, the perch as well. Rigging. Let it all settle. I'm just waiting for a little dink. There, it's a small fish lifting it off at 4. Bang, yep, there we go. That's a little roach. Single cast has been by far the best bait. Plenty of bites to be had on it. It's hard enough just dodging all these bits of lilies and weeds that are dying. It's nice enough getting out without picking any of it up. It's perfect, that float. Look at that tiny little pimple on water, very visible, slightest indication and you can see. Now all we need it to do is shoot under. Hopefully that means that there's a bigger fishing area. Nice tench or something like that would do. Don't quite think this is a bigger fish somehow, but they're all more than welcome. A little perch. Time for a refeed, I think. As you can see, we've had a lovely net of fish here, a couple of nice tench, a couple of nice perch, loads of skimmers, little perch, roach, bites all day, and I reckon we've used about a pint of casters, that's it. It's amazing what you can catch if you get out there and actually do it. For those of you who are interested, I did beat the pike 4-0. Come on, better luck next time, pike, way!